they're all turning around. Don't know what's going on. There's police in the road. You can see down there.
Yeah.
You see there's a police car across the road. I don't know what that is. It's traffic police. They've got the white hat on. They're all moving forwards now. So what's going on here? There's people walking around.
So this is us trying to get to the site at Balcombe. And the road seems to be closed.
Yeah.
We're not sure why.
Turn around, love.
There's a police car right in the middle of the road, pulled across the road. Everybody's turning around to go back. We'll probably be able to find another way in.
There is another.
So here we are again. The road's been blocked. We're trying to get to the site.
Get and move on, will ya?
So here we are coming up to Balcombe fracking site now, and there's a big queue of traffic down there, wherever you can see.
The Z team.
I'm filming you.
Z team. There's how people that fucking chips. Remember that shit? That was fucking rubbish afterwards, wasn't it? That's my sister, wasn't it?
Hello mate, we're just arriving now. We've been stuck in traffic for ages. We're just arriving literally now. Yeah, I'm there now. I'm just looking down at all the police cars now. We're about to pull onto the grass and park up right now.
Hello, today we're back at the Balcombe fracking site here in West Sussex. And as you can see, the camp has grown. There are different people here. And obviously a lot of the same people. That's all right. The police, as usual, been heavy-handed. We've heard reports of a pregnant woman being pushed over, 8 months pregnant. We got stuck in traffic because the police held up the convoy of lorry. Well, a lorry came in basically, and look, and they're over there. Look, the blue ones are the liaison officers, and the yellow ones are the real police. This is basically what happened at the Bilderberg meeting. So you can see behind me. You can see behind me a tent. There's a couple of officers there. They've got Portaloo. So this is a well-organised demonstration. This is not a rabble. This is not what Sky News especially would have you believe. Corporate media is dumbing down this protest. But this protest is here to stay, people, because we're not prepared to put up with corporate madness at the risk of our safety. And here's Cole. Cole, we spoke to you Saturday, and Cole's got some new information, haven't you, Cole, about the funding?
Yeah, basically the mortgages that's been done on this place has actually been done by the, I believe, the bank that we obviously bailed out, which isn't really good because obviously we don't want it. So why is our banks lending it to them when obviously it's, you know, it's something we didn't want?
So which bank is that?
Well, let me just have a look. I think it's TS Lloyd's, is it? It's on there somewhere.
Lloyd's TSB.
Yeah, I think it's Lloyd's.
Lloyd's TSB.
Yeah. Lloyd's TSB, right there.
Yeah, that's there. Yeah,
that's Lloyd's TSB basically loaning the money, and all that we were the ones that bailed them out. You know what I mean? Which isn't good because we don't want it. So why are they banning them out for? Yeah.
So basically, our tax money, it's bailed out Lloyd's TSB and Royal Bank of Scotland, which are about to be privatised themselves, is actually funding this site.
Yeah, they've done a mortgage on it, and the actual mortgage grounds is actually for agricultural. Where I wouldn't say like mining and stuff like that, is more agricultural sort of side of things. And the people that have actually done it is AMC, the Agricultural Mortgage Company, PLC. So not very good for them, not very good publicity for them, you know, knowing that they're the ones that actually, maybe they've got something to say about them, because obviously if the land does get polluted, the mortgage that they've done on it will make the land worth less, so they won't be able to get back the money they lent on the land.
Well, it will actually make it redundant because...
Exactly, they don't want to be able to go on there. So the mortgage company, you know, ought to get down here as well and say they're not happy for Cordelia to do the stuff on the site, because obviously if they do have any accidents on there, the mortgage it's not going to be worth anything. The land ain't going to be worth anything. And
of course, you live in the village anyway.
Yeah, I live up in Balcombe.
And this is going to affect your property price.
Our property. And the other thing that everyone's got to think of is, do they want to wake up one morning with all these chimneys everywhere from where they've done fracking over all Sussex and you know, all the other areas around the United Kingdom? Wake up one morning, see all these chimneys, and once it's gone, it's gone. Whereas with renewable energy, it keeps coming. You know what I mean? It's always going to be renewable energy. Whereas this sort of stuff, once the stuff's gone out of the ground, it's gone again, you know what I mean? And we're back in the same boat again. So surely the way forward is to use renewable energy.
Well, I totally agree with that. And this is the same problem they got with oil. It's not inexhaustible. It can be used up and will be used up.
It certainly will be used up, and that's a known fact, you know what I mean? It's already happening around other places, and that's why the government thought here, try and get in a bit of the pie and mine our grounds. We know there's stuff under there, because back on the war, we used some of our own oil supplies, I think it's from the New Forest, and what have you. So they know it's there, but the point of the matter is for one, it's going to pollute our place here, and we, you know, like China, I think it's quite smoggy over there. They've got a lot of pollution problems. We don't want to end up like them. You know, we've got a lovely country, and we don't want to ruin it. We don't want to, like I said, wake up one morning, see all these chimneys everywhere, and you know, and then after it's gone. Whereas if the government invests now in renewable energy, I've been told by a chap here that if you do it in the Thames, it's one that harnesses the waves and stuff and the tides. It's the equivalent of having 3 to 4 nuclear stations, you were saying. So surely that's the way forward. To go that, you know, solar panels, wind turbines, and things like that. Stick solar panels on everyone's roof. That's produce enough electric for them, and they can also sell some back to the grid.
Of course, the big upshot there is the energy companies lose money.
This is it, and this goes to show the point. It's corporate. It's all about money all the time, and they should stop thinking with their pockets and start thinking, well, for their children and stuff. Because at the end of the day, they're going to leave their children with nothing except basically desolate chimney. You know, it's just disgusting. They've got to start thinking for their children and the children's future, because renewable energy is the way forward, and doing this is just he's also announced that obviously he was going to be doing our carbon footprint, lowering it down and stuff like that. Well, doing this he's not doing that. Renewable energy would have done that, but not this.
So if I asked you how it's made you feel emotionally as a human being, how would you describe your feelings?
I'd say it's actually criminal. I'd say it's actually criminal, because I'm like, when you got like your little girl saying she don't feel safe to drink the water, surely you know, the police, they say if you feel threatened or something, then you know that's an arrestable offence. If you make someone feel threatened, it's an arrestable offence. Well, we are feeling threatened. Us, the United Kingdom, are feeling threatened about this. So surely that becomes a criminal matter then. If there's enough people making statements, which I think, you know, there's a fair few here that can make a statement. I'm sure there's a lot more people up and down the country that can make that statement too.
I mean, Lord Howell, who we spoke about on Saturday, he has just announced plans to frack the North East because it's desolate land.
I heard that on there in the House of Commons, and he didn't exactly get a round of applause for that, because that's just silly. You can't just take it from one place, stick it to another. It's renewable energy. That is the way forward. And like I said, what it is they're thinking with their wallets and they're not thinking with their heads. And basically, at the end of the day, it's renewable energy all the way. That's the only thing I've got to say about it. It's renewable energy, because it keeps coming. Whereas this, once it's gone, and you're left with disgusting, horrible chimneys everywhere. Then again, all the air is polluted as well. It's just loads of it. You know, it's totally utterly wrong.
Not to mention the noise and light pollution.
Noise, lightning. I've also found out that I might have something called alpha 1, which is a rare gene disorder, which basically means I'll be more susceptible to fumes and things like that, which will actually harm me a lot more. And there's quite a few people with alpha 1 that don't know about it, and it's actually a rare gene disorder. If they've researched on the internet, they've actually found out a lot about it, and you know what I mean. So it will definitely affect me, and it could take years of my life, you know what I mean, and that's not right.
So basically, all this is actually quite scary for you in a way.
It certainly is. I just live just over the other side of where it's going to be, and the wind will actually blow it over towards my house. So it'll blow it over towards my house. So it's very, very scary for me. I've only just found out about this from the doctors, that I've got this rare gene disorder, and also I'm hoping not, but I think my children might have it too, but I'm not too sure yet. And like I said, it's looking out for children and things like that, and it's wrong. And
this will directly affect your children if they do, unfortunately, happen to have
the gene disorder. Then it's not good, because you get one gene from your father, one gene from your mother. Obviously, I would have donated one gene, but I don't know if I've got 2 wrong yet. I know I've definitely got an S, but I don't know which other one's wrong with mine. And we're waiting to hear back from the doctors to see what that is. Not good at all.
Okay, Cole, thank you very much as usual. It's good to see you again. Take care, mate.